Welcome to the Boston Red Sox Newsfeed Pregame Report for Friday, August 4th, 2017. This is Adam Blue reporting for CLNS, a leading online provider of audio-visual coverage for the Boston Red Sox. Tonight, your Red Sox will host the Chicago White Sox in the second game of their four-game set. The Sox will look to pick up their second consecutive win over their socked counterparts, and their fourth straight victory overall on Friday evening at 7:10 p.m. at Fenway Park. The pitching matchup tonight will pit two starters who have recently come back from injuries, as Boston's Eduardo Rodriguez faces Chicago's Carlos Rodon. Rodriguez is yet to earn a win since May 26th, and this will be his fourth start since missing over a month and a half with yet another knee injury. In his last three outings, Erod is 0-1 with a 6.75 ERA, and lasted just 4 innings while throwing 107 pitches last Saturday against the Kansas City Royals. Prior to the injury, Rodriguez was establishing himself as the second-best starter in the Sox rotation, going 4-1 with a 2.77 ERA in his first 2 months of the season. The starting lineup that Erod will face on Friday night looks like this. Tim Anderson leads off for the White Sox and plays short. Tyler Saladino and his incredible mustache is the DH and bats second. All-star first baseman Jose Abreu, who has more than double the home runs and RBIs this season as any other teammate in this lineup, hits third, with catcher Kevin Smith moving up to the cleanup spot tonight. Smith was 4 for 5 in 2 games against Toronto prior to sitting out last night's contest. Right fielder Lurie Garcia bats fifth, followed by former Red Sox Yohan Moncada, who is still struggling at the dish but has been outstanding defensively at second base since being recalled on July 19th. Nicky Delmonico, who launched his first career homer last night off of Rick Porcello, plays left and hits seventh, followed by center fielder Adam Engel and third baseman Carlos Sanchez. Rodon is making just his 7th start of the year after missing nearly 3 months with a left bicep injury. Although he brings a 1-4 record and a 5.23 ERA into his second career start against Boston, the Southpaw is coming off his best outing of the season. He tossed 6 2/3 innings last Sunday against the Indians, allowing just 1 run on 6 hits while striking out 9 batters in a no decision. Rodon has 20 strikeouts in his last 2 starts and is averaging 11.6 strikeouts per 9 innings this season. The Sox will look to add to their recent offensive outburst with this lineup. Mookie Betts leads off in man's right field, followed by Andrew Benintendi in left, and Eduardo Nunez at second base. Hanley Ramirez is the cleanup hitter and takes his first base glove back out of his locker to play the field for the 8th time this season and 6th in the last 17 days. Third baseman Rafael Devers will hit 5th, as the combination of Devers and Nunez have been the catalyst to the Sox' recent success with the bats. Nunez is hitting an absurd .481 in 6 games with Boston, while Devers isn't far behind with his .406 average. Devers brings a 7-game hitting streak into Friday night's contest and has already knocked 3 homers in his 8 career games. Sander Bogaerts hits 6th and plays his customary short, with Chris Young slotting in 7th as the DH. Hot-hitting Christian Vasquez, who is 12 for his last 21, starts his 6th straight game behind the plate, while Jackie Bradley Jr. returns to the bottom of the order for just the 3rd time this season. In some news regarding the Sox pitching staff, Wednesday's rainout pushed the entire rotation back a day, which will give ace Chris Sale an extra 2 days off, as he is slated to pitch Tuesday's series opener in Tampa Bay. Manager John Farrell noted today that Sale is now mapped out to pitch in each of the Sox' last 3 remaining series against their rivals, the New York Yankees. Sale will also likely look for some revenge against the Indians later on this month, after the Tribe roughed him up for 7 runs in 5 innings in Boston's wild 12-10 victory on Tuesday night. Farrell also stated that David Price was scheduled to toss off a flat ground earlier today, but according to Alex Spear of the Boston Globe, Price was experiencing some soreness in his elbow and did not throw today. Spear notes that Farrell said there was still some general soreness that Price felt needed additional time to address, and there is no timetable yet on when he will attempt another flat ground session. Carson Smith is beginning his rehab assignment tomorrow with the Portland Sea Dogs. Smith will pitch every 3rd day and will not throw in back-to-back games on this current rehab stint. check back with me after tonight's game, as I'll have a full recap of the proceedings at Fenway on this lovely summer evening, and be on the lookout for another brand new edition of the Red Sox Beat podcast early next week, as the trio of Jared, Jess, and Lauren will have their thoughts on everything that has happened in the last week of baseball. This has been Adam Blue for CLNS.